Hello and welcome to our quarterly feature, Quarter Se Quarter Tak, where we prep you up for the upcoming earnings season. As always, we start with the IT sector because that's the one that kicks off the earnings. It's the prima donna in terms of earnings. And to take us through the expectations in the IT space is our own IT queen, Reema Tendulkar, joining us in the studios. Reema, such a pleasure having you in the studio. Tell us.
Thanks so much for that. Well, we are expecting a reasonably strong quarter for the IT industry, considering that this is a seasonally weak quarter. So we're working with growth rates of 2 to 3% for the top 5 Indian IT companies. Growth will be led by Infosys at close to about 3.2%. The key reason is demand tailwinds and ramp up of recently won very large deals. You remember the Vanguard deal for Infosys or the Phoenix deals for TCS. Even Wipro has signed some large deals like Mirelli in the last few months. So it will be the ramp up of these deals which will drive growth. Let's talk about margins then. Margins will be lower on a quarter-on-quarter basis, but higher on a year-on-year basis. So the reason they will be lower on a quarter-on-quarter basis is because most of the IT companies have announced wage hikes, plus there was a bit of the INR movement as well. Though on a year-on-year basis, as you will see on your screen, across the board, we are expecting margins to improve. That's largely on account of lower travel costs. Let's move on then. There are 2 Indian IT large cap companies which give you guidance, and this time consensus is both of them are going to upgrade their guidance. So for Infosys, growth is expected to full year growth, that's for FY21, will be now seen at 3 to 4%, while HCL Technology is also expected to up its quarterly guidance. So that will be a big positive. But the question really is now, the stocks have run up a fair bit. The valuations have moved up. The earnings estimates for FY22 and FY23 have also moved up. So can we see EPS upgrades after this quarter's performance? Because currently what the street is already building in is a double-digit revenue growth in FY22, FY23. It's already building in a strong order booking led by cloud as well as digital transformation initiatives. So the question really is, can we see earnings upgrades after this Q3 earnings? Some of the other factors we will watch, of course, will be the performance of BFSI as well as retail. A second round of wage hikes. Hiring is expected to be fairly strong in the coming few quarters. And lastly, I just want to put the valuations once again for the benefit of our viewers and how they compare with historical valuations. As you would see, on an average, it's higher by up to 50%, for most of the Indian IT companies. Back to you.
Okay, Reema, thanks a lot for that. That was a beautiful explainer on what you can expect and, of course, what the stocks have done up until now. Sandip Agarwal, the research analyst at institutional equities at Edelweiss Securities, joins us now. I think Sandip was the first on the street to be extremely bullish and stating that, the stocks could get re-rated, the management's guidance could be upped, etc. Sandip, stocks like TCS, I think when they were at about 2,000, 2,100 levels, you were quite bullish on this space. Now these stocks have run up to about 3,000 plus. Do you think a lot of the good news is already in the price, or do you see more to go?
So yeah, see, in my view, every quarter there will be upgrade and there will be movement in the stock prices. So I think that happened in June quarter, that happened in September quarter, and it has already happened for this quarter. That is what my understanding is, because most of the stock in last 15 days have moved up very, very sharply. So I will not expect much from here to move on the stocks till maybe February, March. So I think the next move now will happen for the March quarter, and this quarter moves are broadly behind. That is what my understanding is. But that doesn't change our thesis that we are in a multi-year, very, very strong cycle, which will be stronger than, I think, at least last 10, 12 years, any other cycle which was there. And this cycle comes with unique feature of margin improvement also. So I think re-rating will continue to happen in the stocks. They are very good management, leadership, corporate governance, ESG compliant, cash generation and dividend distribution, buyback. Every positive thing which investors look are there. And this cycle is not a short cycle. In IT, you take 4 or 5 years to implement any new technology. So I think cloud will be there for next 3 or 4 years. So I'm not worried about the growth. But yes, the stock movement has been quite sharp in last 15-20 days.
Are you still comfortable with TCS at 29 times, Infosys at 25, 26 times?
So Lata, my multiple for in TCS from long time is 40 times, and target price is 4,000, and I'm very confident of that target price to be achieved.
My
By
target
when? Price 1 year. It is 1 year target
Okay.
price.
Okay. All right. Got it. Go ahead, please.
And Infosys, we have a target price of 1851 from a long time, and I am confident it will be achieved in 1 year. So I don't see any kind of, I am very confident that re-rating will continue to happen, and it will happen on the back of upgrades in estimate. And I think, for this quarter only, I'm saying that a large part of money has been made. Some 4-5% move cannot be ruled out from here. But it is a quarter-on-quarter thing, and every quarter as positive surprises comes in, there will be more upgrades. This quarter, the key thing to watch will be, I think BFSI will surprise, at least on the commentary to everyone. Secondly, the deal wins will surprise everyone. Third, I think my numbers are much more aggressive than what Rima has said. I think we will be close to 4-5% growth for, Infi, TCS, and maybe, 3.5% for Wipro. So only place where I see lower growth this quarter will be taken, which will be around 2% or slightly lower than that.
Okay. On HCL Tech, how are you positioned? Are you expecting the quarterly guidance to be raised? And do you think that's sort of documented in the price already? Or could we see a further upside if and when that is done?
So I think, HCL Tech will also, first of all, they have guided for 1.5 to 2.5. I think they will breach that by at least 150 basis points. So there should be around 4% quarter-on-quarter growth. And next quarter also, you will see similar number. The big thing is that what they talk on deals, because when we speak to global tech experts, they are saying that large transformation cloud deals are, flushing in the market. They are coming every single day, and all these companies are benefiting in a very significant way. And there are very few players, as you know, for these transformation deals in the market. So I think the deal number will be very important, and I am very confident that all these players, Infi, TCS, HCL, will give you very, very bullish numbers on the deal signings and order wins.
Absolutely. Even Rima, if you must have heard her, spoke about all those Marelli and all those Vanguard big deals, all billion-dollar deals, actually. Okay, Sandip, a final question to you. We will ask you in detail on TCS Day. But in Rima's analysis, TCS's EBIT is expected to rise only 36 basis points year on year, whereas, Infosys 273 basis points, Tech Mahindra 226 basis points. You think, this is a poll, not her analysis. You think people are underestimating TCS?
100%. So I think, TCS margin will barely decline despite the wage hike. On a year-on-year, we are expecting 100 bps jump in EBIT margin this quarter also. And the surprise will come for all IT companies. The reason is that, people are just looking at rupee and they are looking at the wage hike. They are not looking at what is happening structurally to the industry. The subcontracting costs are getting replaced by offshore resource. And the swing is like, 0% gross margin to 65% gross margin. So that you have to build in. And if you build in that, then you will see that all these cost pressures, wage hikes, after taking that also, margins will be stable or improve. That is what my view is.
Okay. Pleasure speaking with you as always, Sandip. We will have a more detailed analysis ahead and after the TCS numbers. Thank you very much for joining us, and many congratulations for pointing out a trend which has actually played out, the big surge in IT.
Thank you. Thank you, Lata.
Okay, we have to take a break, and thereafter we're going to whet your appetite. Joining us will be Amit Jatt.